Have you ever felt heartbroken when someone left your life, or confused when things didn't go your way? What if I told you your emotions might be misleading you and Allah's wisdom is guiding you towards something far greater? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're uncovering how trusting Allah over your feelings can transform pain into purpose and loss into blessings. Life often presents situations that appear painful or confusing at first. One of the most challenging experiences is when someone leaves your life unexpectedly. A friend, a partner, or someone you deeply care about. The heart feels emptiness, longing, and sometimes even despair. Yet, in Islam, these experiences are rarely random. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, often removes people from our lives as a form of divine protection in disguise. When a person departs from our life, it is natural to focus on what we lost. We ask ourselves why this happened, why the timing seems unfair, and why our plans did not work out. But the truth is, Allah's knowledge surpasses human understanding. He sees the unseen, the hidden difficulties, the potential harm and the challenges that we may never recognize. The Quran reminds us, it may be that you dislike a thing which is good for you and that you like a thing which is bad for you. Allah knows, while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah 221:6. Sometimes the person leaving may have been a source of hardship, temptation, or a situation that was ultimately harmful for your spiritual, emotional, or even physical well-being. Divine protection often comes in forms we fail to notice initially. A relationship may seem perfect on the surface, but Allah knows the hidden flaws, conflicts, or consequences that could have caused greater pain in the future. By removing this person from your life, Allah shields you from harm that your heart or mind cannot yet comprehend. What feels like loss may actually be a blessing cloaked in temporary grief. Recognizing divine protection requires trust and reflection. Instead of being consumed by sadness or resentment, believers are encouraged to see the wisdom behind separation. This does not mean emotions are invalid. Feeling loss is natural, but it means acknowledging that Allah's decisions are rooted in mercy, not punishment. The Prophet said, "Wonderful is the affair of the believer, for there is good for him in every matter, and this is not the case with anyone else except in the case of the believer. If he is happy, he thanks Allah, and that is good for him, and if he is harmed, he shows patience, and that is good for him." Separation becomes a tool for patience, gratitude, and spiritual resilience. Moreover, this divine protection encourages believers to turn to Allah in prayer. Dua, reflection, and reliance on Him help the heart heal and recognize that life's timing and outcomes are always under His control. By trusting Allah's wisdom, what initially seems like a painful loss transforms into a profound lesson, one that nurtures faith, strengthens character, and prepares the believer for the blessings that lie ahead. In conclusion, when someone leaves your life, it is not necessarily a punishment or a failure. It may very well be divine protection in disguise, a safeguard for your heart, your faith, and your future. Trusting Allah's plan allows you to see beyond immediate pain and understand that every separation carries wisdom, mercy, and unseen blessings. The heart that submits to Allah's guidance will find peace, knowing that what has been taken away was never meant to harm, and what is yet to come is far greater than imagined. One of the most challenging experiences in life is separation, whether it is from a loved one, a friend, or someone who once played a significant role in your life. The initial feelings are often pain, longing, and confusion. Yet, in Islam, separation is not always a loss. It can be a profound pathway to spiritual growth. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, uses these moments to refine the heart, strengthen faith, and awaken the soul to deeper understanding. Separation forces us to reflect on our inner selves. When someone departs, we are left alone with our thoughts and emotions. This solitude is not merely emptiness. It is an invitation to examine our intentions, our attachments, and our reliance on Allah. Islam teaches that trials, including separation, are tools for purification and growth. The Quran reminds us, do not think of those who are killed in the way of Allah as dead. Rather, they are alive with their Lord, receiving provision. Surah Al-Imran 3:16-9. While this verse specifically refers to martyrs, it highlights a broader principle. Allah transforms circumstances, even seemingly painful ones, into opportunities for spiritual elevation. Separation cultivates patience, sabr. The heart longs, the mind struggles, and the soul yearns. Yet this very discomfort teaches endurance. It reminds us that true contentment does not depend on worldly attachments, but on trust in Allah. The Prophet said, no fatigue, no disease, no sorrow, no sadness, no hurt, no distress befalls a Muslim, even if it were the prick he receives from a thorn, but that Allah expiates some of his sins for that. Bukhari and Muslim. When a person leaves your life, the heart's struggle becomes a means of spiritual cleansing, helping to remove selfish desires, unrealistic expectations, and attachments that distract from faith. Separation also provides clarity and perspective. Often, when someone is too close, we fail to recognize lessons hidden in the relationship, lessons about ourselves, our character, or our dependence on Allah. When distance occurs, it allows for reflection. Why did this relationship matter? What did I learn? How did it shape my faith and values? The heart begins to understand that Allah's timing and wisdom are perfect, and what was lost may have never been aligned with our ultimate good. Finally, separation nurtures reliance on Allah. Tawakkul. The absence of a loved one or a particular circumstance encourages the believer to turn inward and upward, seeking guidance, patience, and contentment from Allah alone. This strengthens faith, deepens spiritual resilience, and prepares the heart for future blessings that may have been delayed for a reason. In conclusion, separation is not just an emotional trial, it is a spiritual opportunity. It challenges the heart, awakens the soul, and redirects focus from what is lost to what is truly valuable. Reliance on Allah, purification of intentions, and personal growth. By embracing separation with patience and reflection, believers can transform pain into purpose, loss into learning, and longing into a pathway towards spiritual maturity. Every ending carries the seeds of a higher beginning if we allow Allah's wisdom to guide our hearts. In life, we often encounter situations that feel disappointing, painful, or confusing. Someone may leave our life unexpectedly, a dream might not come to fruition, or a relationship may end abruptly. At first, these experiences feel like setbacks, but in Islam, such moments are often hidden preparation for something greater. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, uses challenges, separations, and delays to prepare us for blessings we cannot yet see. When a person departs from your life, it can feel like the world is against you. Your heart may ache, your mind may question, and your emotions may fluctuate. However, these moments are rarely random. Allah has a plan, and every delay, separation, or disappointment is designed to shape you spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. What seems like loss may actually be a setup for future growth, better opportunities, or relationships aligned with His divine wisdom. This hidden preparation often takes the form of self-refinement. When someone is removed from your life, it prompts reflection. Why did this relationship matter so much? What lessons did it teach about patience, trust, or emotional resilience? Islam emphasizes that trials are meant to purify the heart. The Prophet said, no fatigue, nor disease, nor sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim, even if it were the prick he receives from a thorn, but that Allah expiates some of his sins for that. Bukhari and Muslim. Every hardship or loss is a way to cleanse the heart, remove spiritual obstacles, and prepare the believer for greater blessings. Hidden preparation also involves spiritual readiness. Sometimes, what we desire immediately is not aligned with what is best for us. Allah may remove someone from your life or delay certain outcomes to ensure that you are spiritually, emotionally, and mentally ready to receive what He has in store. This preparation may include strengthening faith, cultivating patience, improving character, or learning to rely solely on Allah. By the time the blessing arrives, you are fully equipped to embrace it with gratitude and wisdom. Moreover, hidden preparation teaches trust in divine timing. Human beings often want immediate results and clarity, but Allah's timing is perfect. What seems like a delay or loss may be a crucial step in aligning circumstances to bring far greater benefits than initially imagined. Trusting Allah transforms impatience into faith, disappointment into hope, and separation into anticipation for a brighter future. In conclusion, what may appear as a setback, loss, or unexpected separation is often hidden preparation for something greater. Allah uses these experiences to refine the heart, prepare the soul, and ensure that blessings arrive at the right time in the most beneficial way. By embracing patience, reflection, and trust in His wisdom, believers can see beyond temporary pain and recognize the divine planning that shapes their lives. Every ending is in truth a prelude to a greater beginning, orchestrated by Allah's perfect knowledge and mercy. Life is filled with moments that stir the heart. People come and go, relationships change, and circumstances often leave us confused or disappointed. It is natural for the heart to feel sadness, longing, or even anger in these situations. However, Islam teaches that the human heart, while sensitive, can be easily misled by emotions if they are not aligned with divine wisdom. Learning to trust Allah's wisdom over your emotions is essential for peace, clarity, and spiritual growth. Emotions are powerful, but they are not always accurate guides. When someone leaves our life, or when we cannot attain something we deeply desire, the heart may interpret these events as unfair, unbearable, or meaningless. This is a natural reaction. Humans are emotional beings. However, Allah reminds us that His knowledge surpasses ours. And it may be that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and that you like a thing which is bad for you. Allah knows, while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah 221:6. Our emotions respond to what is immediate and visible, but Allah sees the bigger picture, the unseen consequences, and the ultimate wisdom behind every situation. Trusting Allah's wisdom requires patience and reflection. When the heart feels restless, Islam encourages believers to pause, contemplate, and seek understanding through prayer and reliance on Allah. The Prophet said, "Wonderful is the affair of the believer, for there is good for him in every matter. If he is harmed, he shows patience, and that is good for him." Muslim, by prioritizing divine wisdom over fleeting emotions, believers can transform discomfort and grief into lessons in patience, faith, and spiritual resilience. This trust also involves recognizing that what the heart desires is not always what is best for the soul. Emotional attachment can create longing, obsession, or misguided actions that may conflict with faith. For example, clinging to someone who is no longer in your life or trying to force a situation may lead to spiritual harm. By trusting Allah's plan, you accept that His decisions are based on perfect knowledge and mercy, even if they challenge your immediate feelings. Moreover, trusting Allah's wisdom nurtures spiritual clarity and inner peace. When we allow emotions to dominate, the heart becomes clouded with confusion, doubt, or frustration. By submitting to Allah's guidance, we create space for understanding, growth, and acceptance. Separation, delays, or unanswered desires become opportunities to strengthen reliance on Allah, refine intentions, and prepare for blessings that are better aligned with our faith and purpose. In conclusion, trusting Allah's wisdom over your emotions is a vital part of a believer's journey. It transforms moments of uncertainty, loss, or longing into lessons of patience, surrender, and spiritual growth. While the heart may struggle, relying on Allah ensures that every event, every separation, and every challenge is understood within the framework of His perfect knowledge. The key to lasting peace is recognizing that emotions are temporary, but Allah's wisdom is eternal. and by trusting it, the believer finds clarity, guidance, and unwavering faith.